Hey, it's Barb, and I hope that you've been enjoying this series of videos and messages about the things in our writing that are so counterintuitive. They're important and they're fundamental to our connection with our horse and to our seat and balance, but they're just not natural, so to speak. In other words, it's more intuitive, more natural to do the opposite. So in this video, what I'm going to talk about is our tendency to go to our hands first before we use the rest of our body, even our eyes and our breath and our seat and our legs. We tend to go right to our hands, which our hands really should be the last cue or really support that we use to help us with our other cues. So I'm going to just show you what I mean. So I'm going to walk Nick here, and let's say that I'm thinking about stopping him. And I'm going along here and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stop. That's what's natural to do, because we're just like, we think about stop, we're supposed to stop, right? But from the horse's point of view, we can encourage trust in them when we plan ahead and we use our breath and our seat first. So when it's time to stop, we keep our hand down and we sit and we stop. So then our horse gets to decide or gets to feel our cue, and then when they stop in that way, what happens is everything is so much softer. And the challenge is that we don't give our horses enough time to really feel our seat before we use our hands. And then sometimes they get a little reactive because it's a little shocky by just going to our hand. Another example is when we turn. So I'm turning right now, and I didn't really plan that exactly, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm just walking in this little circle here, and let's say that I want to, keep going in the circle. It has so much to do with my eyes and looking, and if I want to turn a little more sharply, I'm using my leg cue here, but I'm going to plan and I'm going to sit and stop. Let's see what happens. Sit and stop. He's not stopping. Now my hands support. Now I'm going to get set up for the turn, and instead of just turning like that, which, I didn't really, sorry, Nick, I didn't really give him any kind of warning. If I do this instead, kind of drop down in my seat, look where I'm going, and then I'm going to add this leg, this left leg, I'm going to use my hand to get him pointed in this direction, and now I'm going to use my leg, and I understand that I've done this with him, but just any kind of turn that you do with your horse, and that's not a real fancy exact, that wasn't a spin, that wasn't an exact cutting turn, that was just turning. But the key, whether you're stopping or turning, is to plan ahead and to give your horse time. So now I'm going to try and make a sharper turn. I'm going to sink down, I'm going to look, I'm going to use this leg, and I'm going to turn. Of course, it takes time to develop that, but the moral to the story and the message of this video is to plan ahead with your eyes and your breath. First of all, your intention, your eyes, and your breath and your seat, and give those cues first, and then support with your hands. So I hope that stopping, he didn't stop, I just picked up my hand. So your hands support, and they're last, and that's really different than what we normally intuitively want to do. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. You know how I enjoy them. So, bye-bye.